I'm going to show you how to join a new Google Classroom and give you a little tutorial on what you will see in the Google Classroom. The classroom code can be given to you by your teacher. If you're an in-person student, you probably on the first day will go through this with each of your individual teachers. If you are a remote learner, I I'm not quite sure, but I do believe that they're going to have a list of all of the Google Classroom codes so that you will be able to join the correct classrooms for each of your classes. So I'm going to use my 9 dots over here in the upper right-hand corner to go ahead and switch to the classroom. Remember, the classroom is our student management system, and so all things that you need from your teachers, all things that you need to turn into your teachers, everything will be handed out and collected through the Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and continue as me, the student. I'm going to let Google know that I am a student. And in the upper right-hand corner, now you see a plus sign. And again, you'll get this code from your teacher, or you'll look for it on that master list that was handed out by the school. So in order to join, my code is OOPKIGO. And when I click join, it will take me to the Google Classroom. So after we've joined the classroom, you can see up at the top there are 3 main tabs. Each of them has their own purpose, so it's very important that you understand. You'll notice that the name of the class is here. For me, Mrs. Powers, I always include the class hour. And then you'll notice that right here is a link to the Google Meet, and that's going to become important once we start talking about Rocket Days and days when you're not in person. But first, let's talk about these 3 tabs along the top, the first of which is your stream. In our class, the stream is used solely for the purpose of communication. Here you will see announcements, and here you will want to make sure that you follow along. Each day I will post what's going on this day, what's going on this week, but all of the coursework and everything that you're going to need to turn into me is going to be in that coursework tab up at the top. Again, right now there are no assignments, but here's where, when you stop and think, what do I have to turn in? Where do I have to turn it in? You want to always make sure that you go to this coursework tab. Finally, this third tab is the People tab. That will show you who's the teacher, and again, in a regular circumstance, it would also list all of the students in case you're trying to remember, is that person in this class, can I reach out to them to ask them a question? The People tab will show you all of the teachers that are associated with the class as well as all of the students. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the stream. Remember that the stream, again, is going to be used for communication, and you want to make sure that you remember that I, your teacher, will always see anything that you post to the stream. So it's not a bad idea to post to the stream if you have a question or if you have a comment. Maybe you figured out something and you want to share that with the class. It's absolutely okay to share with the class, but don't be an oversharer. If we get in a situation where you're sharing too much information, then I'm going to have to mute you, and that's no fun for anyone. Again, up at the top, every Rocket Day, and any day that you may wake up and aren't feeling well and want to join us via the Google Meet, this link right here is at the top of the stream, and it will be here each and every day. So if you are one of those students that is 100% remote, remember, I take attendance at the beginning of each class period. So you want to make sure that just before class is supposed to start, that you log in and get yourself connected to us via this link up at the top in the stream. So this link is very important. Every day, every other day, and on Rocket Days, you want to make sure that you join us so that I can give you all the instructions and answer any questions that you have. So that's going to be the way that we're going to connect to each other.